every so often is, do cruise ships come to Saipan? And the answer is yes, they do. So what you're looking at now is the cruise ship MSC Bellissima, and it's a cruise ship from Japan. They started December 30th, and they've been stopping various places in the area, and they've now made it to Saipan. And as you can see here at the port, there are tour companies and big buses and vans and taxi drivers and port police, all doing their thing to ensure the public safety, checking, using sniffer dogs to check the incoming vehicles that are allowed into the port. And I am here simply documenting it. So this one I actually just found out about yesterday. Typically, I know about these in advance, in about sometimes as many as 2 years in advance, because a lot of the cruise ship folks, passengers, they do their planning years in advance. So I usually get a lot of advance notice. This time I just found out about this yesterday from someone in the know. And one of the reasons for that is because all of the customers are likely going to be Japanese, and I rarely get Japanese as my tour clients. So no one contacted me. Typically also I get individuals who contacted me through my Discover Saipan website, and that's how I know about things in advance. Most of the Japanese customers are not FITs, free independent travelers, so they are usually going through travel agencies, tour companies aligned with the big buses. And as you guys might know, I don't do the big bus thing. I don't do big bus tours. The largest I'll get is a van like this. And so on tour days, on cruise ship days that I have customers, this is what I'll typically use. But just wanted to give you a little bit of insight. Passengers haven't started arriving yet. There's still a lot of prep work. Buses are being inspected. Individuals are being ID'd. Port police are doing all their necessary logistics. And I believe from what I was told that this is part of MVA's effort to increase the number of Japanese visitors to the island. For many years during the 70s, 80s, and 90s, the predominant source of all our tourism was Japan. And at one time there were multiple daily flights from Japan Airlines coming to Saipan, but that has since dropped significantly to very low numbers. So the majority of our tour clients are Korean at the moment. But the ideal customer, the ideal tourist in the minds of the local government and MTA is the Japanese customer. And that's traditionally how the market was developed years ago. To cater to the Japanese market, since Saipan was typically a favored destination among Japan. In fact, that's how I found out about it, because a friend of mine, that's how I found out about Saipan, because a friend of mine who's visited Japan to work on some music industry projects, and they took him here to Saipan, and he had a great time, and he told me about it, and that's how I found out about it. So anyway, just a little bit of on the ground, on the spot, live reporting. That's my friend Brad over there, who I believe works for MVA right now. Maybe we can get an interview with him later on. Hey, what's up, Brad?
All
Are you
right,
at
good to see
liberty
you.
to say anything to
Anything
my
you want?
Discover Saipan YouTube channel?
Sure.
All right, cool. So, this is Brad Ruszala. We've known each other since I came to the island in 2006. I think he came a little bit before I did,
Yeah, 2003.
2003. So, Brad is now working
Now I'm the marketing manager for Triple J.
for Triple J.
Yeah.
Okay. So, not with them. I thought you were at MVA at one point. Were?
No, I just
No?
go to everything.
All right, so this is Brad. So can you tell us what, for our Discover Saipan channel listeners, what's actually going on here right now?
So this is the arrival of the MSC Bellissima. It's a long-awaited. People have been excited about this for a couple of months and preparing for this. It's the first cruise ship that we have of this year, and we don't get a whole lot of them. So there's about 3,800 just passengers. Then there's another 12 to 1,500 actual crew. So there's like 10% of the islands altogether
Right,
are here
all in one ship.
in one boat, and they're here from they're going to be here till 5 o'clock tonight. So they're
Okay.
just going to be everywhere. And in fact, there's of all those passengers, there's 1,000 that booked round trip for Managaha today too.
Wow.
So
Okay.
that's great money for public lands.
Right, right, right. All right. Yes, because there's now a landing fee, or there's always been a landing fee
Yeah.
for Managaha. All right, great. So I just found out about this yesterday, because most of my customers tend to be mainlanders, so I don't usually get a wind of the Japanese arrivals. You were going to say something?
Oh yeah, so right now you see like all these folks who are coming in. You got taxis and everything, but all these tents behind me and these empty tents and the tables, they're all going to be filled up with folks who are going to be selling all kinds of local goods, handcrafted stuff, and local vendors. And so a lot of the folks are going to be going out to Managaha and everything. When they come back, while they're here, they're going to be able to go on and off the ship as they please, and they're going to have like their own marketplace right here at the port.
Okay, and marketplace is dedicated specifically for the passengers, so the public, based on for security reasons, I imagine, aren't allowed in, or can the public?
Well, they can get escorted access,
Okay.
but that's something that they would have to go through the CPA Ports Police to do.
In
But
advance.
primarily, it's primarily shooting at a security areas
For the
anybody who's coming in. If you don't already have a pass to get to the port grounds like I don't, I have to just get my ID and then they take all the info and give me an escort back.
Cool. All right, Brad, I know you're busy. I know you got a lot of work to do. And they said my feet is shaky. That's probably my hand shaking. But thanks again. I really appreciate it. Best of success to you and everyone else. And we'll see you next time.
Great to see you.
All right, thanks. Take it easy.
Have you been?
Good, 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 good.
Sorry, I'm gonna get out of here. Right? There's gonna be a lot of people. Hey, good luck with everything.
All right. I was going to end the feed, but I'll keep it going a little while longer. And yes, my hands, that's probably my hands doing the shaking. But thanks for that insight. Next time I see if I can use a tripod. I do have one, but it's one of just a handheld tripod. So maybe I'll go on live again in a few minutes when the passengers start coming out. But for now, it'll be a pretty boring feed, just showing you the ins and outs. But thanks for the few folks who checked in. If you'd like me to keep the camera running, you can let me know. Just put a comment in. Otherwise, keep subscribe, and then when I jump back on live again, you'll be notified that I'm live, hopefully, if YouTube does its thing. All right, and in the meantime, maybe I'll get a tripod out of the car and see if I can get this a little steady. But again, this is the arrival of Bellissima, long-awaited arrival of Bellissima here on Saipan from Japan. And as Brad mentioned, we don't get a lot of cruise ships. In fact, we get less than once a year. Sometimes years will go by before we get one. But this time, and there's another one coming later on in the year. I won't reveal when. I have to maintain my competitive advantage. But this is cruise ship day on Saipan. Okay, see you soon.